Am I on? Hey. Oh, man. What is going on? Everybody all right? How we doing? Yeah, there's my people. Master in the house, Kentish, Troy Hunt, Kylan, Gene Moneytree, Miss Anaya in the house, Justin, Joseph, nephew in the house. Think positive. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Have a good weekend? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Check. Audio okay? Good Sunday evening to you. Let's see here. What we got here? Little flag football, huh? I like that. What's up, Jerry? Let me get my Weeble over here. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you. Could I please? Let's see here. What was this? Give me just a second. I'm getting set up here still. Is that the secondary? There we go. Could you please go over how you decide if a price goes at this level, this is the next level. Like how to interpret the next level. I guess that's what you're saying. Dippy Aurora. I suppose that's what you're saying. What's up, Christian? Blake Brandt's come in the house, huh? Boom crew, baby. Boom crew. That's my boy. Yeah, I think I can do that for you. Kareem Ace. What's up, Kareem? So the big beautiful bill on newborns, $1,000. What's up, boom? Absolutely, flying fish. You sure can. Miss Sodi, what's up? Hello, Diane from California. So, yeah, flying fish. If you just go, if you go to WAP, WHOP.com, sign in, be sure you're signed in. If you go up to like top left corner where your little name tag is, you can click that, and I think membership or manage membership and cancel, and then go ahead and sign up with my link. You can do that. So how do you think Mark's going to go this way? I'm not sure, Kareem, what to think. I did no option to. Yeah, I tell you what, flying fish, if you will just cancel it and using mine is upgrading. It might not say upgrade, but if you just click my link and then go ahead and complete the purchase, that's using my link. That's upgrading. or you can wait till the day. Yours runs out. Let it expire one day, and then do it the very next morning. You can do that. Yeah, you need to cancel and re-sign. I really appreciate that, man. Very, very much. Hello, Miss Amy. How are you? M Van. Boom, baby, boom. I love it. I love it. So, let's get to the levels. So, if I was, first of all, in the overnight session, let's go to Weeble here for a second. I got my charts backwards here. Hang on a second. Now, let me make sure, what am I displaying for you guys? This don't seem right. Hang on. Okay. Here's serve. I'm still in serve. I'm still in serve robotics. I noticed even Parker hopped on this the other day. So you guys really need to pay attention to this. I am building a position in this slowly and carefully and methodically. If you're starting positions 11, I'm prepared to buy 25% up here at 11, and then another 30 or 40% at 10.50, and then the rest big chunk at 10. You buy more on the way down. You buy heavier on the way down. And $10 my cutoff. If it can't hold 10, I will reassess. I am still holding this though. Okay. It's been consolidating here, holding that line. Perfect handle forming right here on the daily. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all we can do is see. I take calculated risk. So if I'm using, 980 would be super line in the sand, somewhere in that neighborhood. 990. If it can't hold it, I'll buy more if it'll come down here, tap this again, and then take off. We'll see how it goes, see how it reacts. I hope the daily doesn't fire through the zero line to the down. I hope it comes down here a little bit more and then just rockets up. That's what I'm hoping for, a bounce. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. Stop loss is set. Good entries. Buy heavier on the way down. Pull up SPY overnight session. We'll go to a 15. Activate the nighttime mode down here. This shows you the 24-hour session right here, nighttime. Okay. Otherwise, all you're seeing is after hours from Friday or Thursday, I guess, this week. But here's nighttime session. We gap down. All right. No big deal. Not a huge deal to me. We've got it's easy for me to see. I'll show you here in a second on the volume profile. We have consolidation down here. When I draw this, you'll see it. See this range here? Here could be a pullback. This is probably going to be another level. Right in here. Highs of that day, lows of this day. This is going to be a level. All right. So we don't want to give up. I'm hoping we come down here and hold $620 area, with the $615 area being a low support down here. That's what I'm looking at. We'll get a volume shelf here in a minute. Double check it. That's what I see with my eyes, though. If we get a pullback down through there, I'll be looking to go long for a bounce. Most definitely. Now, we bring it up. Let's get it on the SPY here. Here's the futures. I like to take all my indicators off when I do this. Okay. I just want candles. All I want. Now, let's do this a 30-minute. There we go. Look at that run up, guys. Don't usually get that without a pullback. So, here's a 30-minute. Here was that local low down here. So I'm bringing up the volume profile. It's going to come down here and tag that. Let's see what we got. There we go. Printed a little bit up here. Let's spy it right now in the nighttime. 622.30. It's already gave this up here. You're going to come back down in here and check this stuff. Right, what I just said. Let's check it. Let's check it. 618.80. Boy, that's close. I was close. So right here, all right. Anytime you make a line, too, guys, on TradingView, if you want to make it stick out when you click it or drop it, come up here to this toolbar. Any of these toolbars, you can grab on these little dots and move it around out of your way, put it close to where you're working. You can make it real big. You can click the second line, make it a dotted line, something that sticks out to you. So, are we going to give this upper level up? I ain't sure, but it makes sense to me to come down and get something down here. 620 range. It makes sense right here. Makes sense to me. 620.25. What is that? $620.30. Somewhere in this neighborhood, this 620 area. Don't look too bad. This is ultimate support down here right now, 615. This needs to hold. If we come all the way back down and test this shelf of volume right here, this needs to hold. Okay. Let me catch up here. I'll check Apple here in just a second, guys. Give me just a second. Okay. What we got here? Thursday. Yeah. This last week's lows too, right in here. This is a biggie. I'd say 615.50. I feel better with 616, but 615 could split the difference. 75. We've gotten a bounce through here a couple times. This 615 area. What's up, Shady? Cedric says, what is this indicator tuned in late? John Cox, this is the fixed range volume profile. yeah, if you don't mind, y'all hit the like button for me. This is one of my favorite tools. This is going to be, I don't get to cover it a whole lot just in lives like this, and because it's sort of in depth, setting it up and analyzing it 100,000 different ways, because you can use it a lot of ways. This is how I find levels. This is how I found that huge bounce last week for everybody at 611 right there. I called this, if you guys remember, I called this bounce right here. That bad boy paid. It paid. But you can find these things when you can find your volume shelves. You can find these bounces like this. Had this made its way on down in this area, this is where we would have bounced. At the time, the RSI and everything was so oversold, I knew it wasn't coming anymore though. This would have been like a line in the sand. Boom, right there's where it was, baby. So yeah, bounce, baby, bounce, Jay. I think we got a small bounce the other day too on something, on AMD or something like that. And you know, sometimes bounces are depends on your accuracy, but they are to be treated as a high risk play as long as you use a calculated place and you're confident with the line. You can be fairly accurate with them, but you also have to have a line in the sand and say, okay, it ain't bouncing, I got to let it go. You know, so you have to manage that with risk management, with position size. Really, I ain't gonna come in here with 50 calls saying, hey, this thing's gonna run 80% in 4 seconds, but you can come in with some risk and use you have to use your line. If your line can't hold, it can't hold. Thanks, Campos. I had a good fourth, man. I had a good fourth. Got to play some good music with my buds all weekend. Had a 3-show stretch this weekend, and I am killed. Got my tan going on. Been out in the sunshine all the time. Can you not hear my mic good enough, sunshine? I can turn it a little more. Check, check, check. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Should be okay. So, this is going to be. Josh kind of got me developing a class. I've not really mentioned it yet, but I'm going to make my own class that I guess people, if they want to invest into it, they can. Like a 6 to 10 part class that goes pretty in depth in some of this stuff. So volume profile will be in there. That'll be this is one of the biggest tools I use. Use it on small time frames, big time frames. I love it looking back at the previous week and finding my shelves that we could come, cause you need to look at the week before, sometimes 2 weeks before. If we go down to, let me see here, get this fixed back. Now, that was last week's low, 615. You could technically call it 615. That's the weekly low right there. I kind of like it on these bodies up here because that's also the previous week's high. Do you notice that? So we came up, we consolidated for 3 days. We can look at the area we consolidated in. There's 3 days worth of consolidation. Well, 2 days. Your third day, when it breaks it, this is what I've been talking about, becoming breakout traders. If you want to just swing trade, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for a period of consolidation. This requires patience. This requires you to say, I ain't taking a trade today because it ain't breaking highs. That's what it requires. Because when you wait for your moment and you strike, this is the move you get. All up here. Look at that. It's what, 626 almost? If you take this breakout from 619, let's say. Man. 1 week move. You buy out a week, or you can buy 2 weeks and hold for 1 week, but the move has happened. It already happened. That was it. You find your consolidation. You wait for it to break out. Be a breakout trader. That's all you got to do. Way more accuracy up here. Way higher probability chances that you're going to do well. Now, that's your weekly low. Obviously, this is the week's high. I like to go back and get these every week. So 626.30, right? Yeah. 626.30, weekly high. What is this? 624.30. That was that last volume shelf. It's already came down to 622.30. Right here. That's where we're at right now. So we'll see if that holds overnight. Here is Wednesday's high, 620.40. Okay. The 620 area is where you're going to start coming back into some support. Maybe more like 618. Not a whole lot right here, but 618, 618.80, 618.80 and 615.25. I'd put that on my chart. And then you got a small shelf here, 622.30. That's what's holding overnight session right now. And then, other than that, you're waiting to break new highs. We might find a shelf in between. We get on a 5-minute. We'll say 1, 2, 3. This 623 area would be Friday or Thursday's morning market highs. Could get a bounce there. You got a little pre-market high right here. Okay. All right, we'll reassess it in the morning and see where we end up with overnight. But definitely time for a pullback. Definitely time. All right. Who trades more swing trades in the Discord? Probably Parker is the swing trade guy. I really like Parker. He's fairly active and fairly accurate, and his forte is swing trades. I think swing trades should be in everybody's part of everybody's portfolio. You should be having something allocated for day trading, long-term investing, and swing trading. You have to combine all three of those things for a good portfolio. Okay, this one puts out 2 weeks on SPY. Let's see here. There was somebody else asking me about making new highs and how you get your next level. Well, let's pull up Google. Okay. Get my drawings off here. me see if I can find an example of this. Somebody was asking that at the beginning of the video. Jay Switzer, thank you, buddy. So somebody was asking how you get your next level. Your next target. Could you share your serve call option date and price, please? Minky, everybody, I've told them I've bought shares. I've bought shares on serve and APLD. I'm not sweating, and it's in my big account, so I'm not really. I guess you could do some skips on them or leaps a few months out. But I've elected to go with shares. Somebody asked me this. So let's how you get you those from. Boom baby shirts are coming, Flying Fish, I promise you. That's what I was going to do. Cancel resound with your link. Arthur, I would sure appreciate that. Arthur Diosdado. I like that. It's a cool name. I would really appreciate that, my friend. Okay. DIPI Aurora asked this. Please go over how you decide if a price goes above this level, what is the next level? Let's look at Google for a second. We might can find this on Google. So let's say, okay, here we go. Okay, here was pre-market high that day, right? Here was pre-market low that day. I'll fix them like I normally do. Now, there's our first two levels. Remember? Second level's morning range breakout, opening range breakout, morning market structure, whichever one you want to call it. The combination of the first 3 5-minute candles. High and low of the first 3 5-minute candles. 1, 2, 3. Here's the low. Okay. Google that day only gave you one break to the bottom, to the downside. Right here. Made a bottom that day and reversed. Came back, tested morning market low, couldn't break it. This was kind of a bounce play here for Google without looking at any oscillators, but that's not what I'm doing for I can't remember your name. Dippy? Am I saying that right, hopefully? So what I would be doing when I saw this the following day, okay? We get this breakout up here. And why is this a breakout? Well, for one, if I adjust my lines now, and I'm going to say morning market structure is still here now, and here, with pre-market being down here, and pre-market being here. Okay, so we get the breakout that morning, right? Right there. We've broke pre-market. We've broke morning market. What's my first target? What is my first target? This is what I'm looking at. If I'm going back and looking, I'm basically going back and looking at the previous first 1, 2, 3 days behind me, looking for levels. This is the quickest way I do it. So I see this day with a huge sell-off, right? And a bounce. Now for starters, I want to show you, look where this bounce happened and look what you contended with for the next 2 days if you're marking these bounces. Okay, show you a bunch right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth time we broke. Took 2 days to do it. First level I'm looking at is when we bounced. Where did we get to? Right here. There's my first level. And look, sure enough, when we come to that first level, I'll make this red so we're not, or I'll make it white. Okay. That become my first level because this is where, exactly where we bounced to when we sold off, bounced, we came up here and got rejected, right? This becomes resistance. Nothing here. There's nothing in this whole area or zone, whatever you want to call it, contending with this level yet. Nothing. So when I do get the breakout telling me, okay, we are breaking above, we're getting above this structure back here now from this day, my first target becomes the first place that I had trouble at last, which is right here. So sure enough, look where we come to within what, half a candle here, and get stopped at the first time. So we come here, we get stopped. If I move this line up now, because we got stopped, reversed. Now for a scalp, I got to break that previous high. Now it's right here. If I'm taking a scalp trade just to the upside for a few candles, when I come back and start breaking it, there's my entry. You get what? 1, 2, 3. About 2 good candles out of it. 178.25. 170. About a half a point, a little over half a point. Not a horrible move on a scalp, but that becomes my next target. That's where I get my next target from. So now we go on to make new highs, right? We get over this. So far, we broke it one time, immediately reclaimed it. Here is current resistance, 179.70 on Google. Next target for me, right up in here. Just makes sense. It's just logical because it was previous, right? Previous highs. I try to keep it simple. I try to keep it as simple as I can. I don't have to have a mathematical formula to tell me the next big area. You know, yeah, you can go back on the profile and look, but if I'm in the heat of the moment, all I got to do is go back and find the last place I had trouble. And that's a lot of times why I mark reversals. That's why I wanted to mark that reversal right there, because that's what I had to get across. Got rejected once, and then we got across it. Now let me catch up. Why not 182? Bi-weekly breakout. Why not 182? Oh, okay, I see. Well, 182 was pre-market, I guess. I was going off this opening candle, 181.25. You could use 182, no problem. That would definitely start getting my interest when I started approaching 182. Hit that like button, my boy Ronald said. Okay. Now, what's up, Jay? Boom cruise, huh? Yeah, Christian, 182 is fine, man. It's no problem. Let's see what SPY's doing right now. So far, 622.30 is holding on SPY. All right. Let's get a look at APLD while we're in here. It's my only two swings right now. APLD and serve. So far, it's holding. If I bring this channel on over here for you, I want to show you something. You see this? If you're buying this swing and we've got some time for this to consolidate, remember what happened on SPY or Google a minute ago, or SPY when we were doing that consolidation when it broke out? I would be loading this towards the 960 to 950 area if you're going to take position on this. This is where I want to buy. Or I'm waiting for it to break out, one or the other. However you want to do it. But for my position, I'm buying on red days when it's down in this area here, 950 to 980 in that neighborhood. Let's get a profile on it right fast. I'll show you. This is a 1 hour. I wanted to look at the daily one time too. All right, here we go. Hopefully, this blue line doesn't make it down to the zero line. I'm hoping this consolidation carries us up, and then we get a crossover for a nice little bump up. That's what I'm hoping for. So far, it's playing out. I'm going to stay in it. I'm going to keep my stop loss on 950, maybe 940, something like that. That's kind of the end of the road for me on this if it doesn't want to go. Can it go down? Yeah, it can. Doesn't have to stay up here on this level, but it ain't looking horrible. If we get this RSI to pick up a little bit more, we'll be in business. So anybody that's got APLD, hopefully you're following that all right. Serve was the other one. Still looking for that cup and handle to play out. I think I did this one first for us, didn't I already? So like $10 or so is my shut off on it. Okay. Now tell me anything else somebody wants to look at or any questions we got. Okay. How about sound? Yeah, I can see sound, man. Switzer, I'm not holding any AMD right now, brother. Let me look at sound right fast. Man, it's approaching, man. It needs the 1250. Got rejected there last time. Makes perfect sense though. Look at all these 1260 candles. Look at all this. Okay, right here. Back here it was support. Here, here, and here. You got a lot of, but this is a decent place to be buying in, you know. This is a good shelf of volume, all this right here. The closer, I mean, if you get another shot down here at 680 or whatever, 650, yeah, but you would probably like to see it hold 950 and 875. 950, 875. Those will be good buys if it holds it and bounces there. If not, your next, it can fall on towards 650 kind of easy. There's not a lot right here. There's not a lot right here. Now you might get, I don't mind it, man. Again, you can wait on breakout over 12. Makes sense to me. Get all those tops back there in that top shelf. This candle got rejected pretty hard to see that. Now, it's been a choppy ride since its last lows down in here at 9. But I'll take 9 to 1150 any day. Not a bad little bounce. You see when this RSI, I've been saying this, guys. Now, sometimes your RSI is a little choppy. It is. Oh, we got a thumbs down. Thank you, buddy. So here was your RSI giving the cross up, right? Right there. Looky there. What did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4 days later, your MACD crosses. Your early signal is on the RSI, guys. Down here, you take risk around 950. So far, that's got you to 1140, 1150. That's a good move. on a $10 stock, I'll take a $2 move any day on a $10 stock. Love it. Kim Vet, when I'm doing this, depends on, I mean, there's no set formula. If I wanted to see, hopefully that helps you on APLD, brother. You know, if you want to see further back, you'll use a daily. If I'm just measuring last moves, then I'll do like a 1 hour, and I'll find current price to this pivot low down in here on my bottom. Kind of see what's holding up there. That's for like near term, closer. You got a pretty good gap in this neighborhood, right in there. Don't want to lose 11. 11 needs to hold. 11 don't hold. You can test 1060, and then you back down into this stuff. So $11 a good level for AP or for sound to hold for you. Okay. Now, Steve Dickey, you welcome, brother. I can try to look at Tesla. Give me a second. Webull is not showing the fixed range volume profile indicator when I search on the chart. Matster, fixed range volume on Webull is under your drawings, not indicators. So when you go over here, you're not going to find it. Go to your drawing, and then it's the second tool here. Hit your drop down tab, fixed range volume profile right there. Click it. You can click over here in the empty spot. It will click. It'll take it to the current candle. and then just move your mouse back as far as you want to go, and then click again. I don't particularly care for Weeble's volume profile just because I can't tweak the settings a lot on it. It's not bad, it's just I can't bring those bars across the screen farther. I can't do a lot of detail in them. Okay, so that one, it's okay on Weeble. If you click it once, you'll get a settings icon. I do run that all the way up on the row size. I think it comes, I can't remember what's the default, 20. I run it up to 40 to get more detail. Gives you a little bit more detail in the bars. And the value area, you can run it to 100. What the heck did I just do? This is just what you've measured. And then I check VAH, VAL. You can change the colors however you want. I make the POC white and the value high, value low blue. Done. So that way your POC is sticking out a little more to you. If you notice, when I go back to the pivot low from the SPY run back on, what was it, June 23rd or so, the POC is right where we've tested several times. That's that low of that range I was telling you guys about. So here's where the high, when we come up and hit a wall, then we gapped up over it right there. That's the POC, point of control. Then you tapped it a bunch of times trying to break under it and it can't. Again, the 615 area is 615 must hold. We could come back and test the top of this range in the 618, 619 area, and then 615. So be sure those are on your charts, okay? Hopefully that helps you, brother. I got a few more minutes left, guys. I got to get some rest. Got a little travel this week. And I'll be live tomorrow. And I'm going to try to go live Tuesday morning for an hour. Not 100%, but I'm going to try to. Hopefully that helps you, master. Okay. AMD. Let's check AMD for everybody. It's been such a hot. I mean, guys, you got to give it up to Josh. He was calling this back at in the 80s, 90s. Can't beat that move. Cannot beat that move. Okay, let's get a daily. If you'll notice, this is something I draw out a lot for everybody. I see a particular pattern here. See if we can mark it ourselves. Best I can do with it. So it's a descending bullish channel, right? And it tried to come out of it once or so down through there, right here. We'll fake out to the upside. These, when they find support, break up. Vice versa, they break down most of the time. They can stay in the channel for a long time. That's a daily time frame, so it stayed in that channel October to April. So if you were patient and you started buying when Josh did between like 110 and 90, you probably had about a $95 to $100 average, and now you just hit 150 the other day, 148. So heck of a buy. Is the move over? Well, I can't say it's over, but it's cool off time. I mean, look at the oscillators. This is the only way you can tell. You have to look at the oscillators to see what kind of momentum you're getting. And then you have to be straight with yourself and say, okay, if it starts losing this level, so here's your next level. Look where that green candle formed. See that? Right there. 135, guys. 135. So it's retested this shelf here. That little shelf, you see that? It's retested that, and it held, it bounced. This is support. 135 is support on AMD. Now, if you lose that, you can come on back down here at 126.70. You can, for sure. So, hopefully that helps you on AMD. It is about to cross down on the daily. That is a little bearish, even though these lines are technically in bullish hands. This momentum on the RSI can bleed on down to about 50 and find a hop and take off again. These two lines can intersect and cross down just a little, come up for air, and run all over again. You know, it can do that. When you go back to AMD, let's do a weekly. Take this back to 2022. Now, does that make sense to you? Why it held? Anybody see that? And look at the other place it held before. Boom. Right there, man. Right there's where it's at. This was a perfect buy down in here. Perfect buy. If you were watching the weekly, if you're watching your big time frames, being patient, waiting to strike, look at all this volume right here. Look at that thing. Look at that thing, man. That thing's huge. Look at that. Boom, baby. The bottom of all this junk right here was support. Then you had one little bit of volume right here to catch that move that came down once. That was back in 2022. So, a few years later, 2025 comes. Guess what? It didn't break it. It held it right there. So this was a amazing call. On the weekly, you just got that move of the MACD crossing through the zero line on the weekly. So now it's probably going to pull back, and the signal line has to catch up to it. Okay? That has to come next. So the orange line's got to catch up and also make its way through the zero line. It's got some more room. I expect a little consolidation and cool off. I would prefer some consolidation. So hopefully that helps you, brother. Okay. What else do we have here? What's up, Guppy? How you doing, brother? My dog. Apple. Is there any new people in here tonight that has like any basic questions about the day trading? Ellie, thank you. If it's Ellie or L, I'm sorry. What's up? Seasoned, what's up? I had a good weekend. I'm wore out though. Man, I got some sunshine. Look at that tan, guys. Look, I might as well be in Florida or California. Look at this. Look at this tan. I did have a good weekend, man. Got to play a lot of music with my bubbies and had a killer time. Hello, Debbie. Microsoft for Flying Fish. Flying Fish said he's subbing with my link. I got you, Flying Fish. I'll chart it for you even if you didn't sub with my link, buddy. I have a hard time telling people no. I love helping everybody. Let's do this on Apple. This is nice. Man, I talked to Josh about 2 weeks ago about Apple. We had a conversation about it. But I can't say I participated in this whole run up. I didn't. I had it read like a book, but I didn't participate. Sometimes there's only so much you can keep up with. That's another thing people need to learn. There's only so many stocks you can keep up with for swinging and trading. You really, you got to have that long-term portfolio under you that you can buy and hold and feel good about and check on weekly, Got to have that. Apple, let's get this. Can you see what happened when we really got over this shelf? See these 1, 2, 3, 4 bars of volume here. You see that? Look what happens when we get over that. This candle goes above and closes over it. Look at that. That is explosiveness. Now, why did we stop there? Well, it makes perfect sense to me why we stopped there right here. Without even looking at that candle over there, I just clicked over here and that's where we got rejected. 214.70. Been a good move. Hello, Maggie. Hi, baby girl. Yeah. So, got to get over this. And then 225. $214.70. Clearing that can get us to 225. Now, after that, you're going to be contending with a buttload of consolidation up here. And see that's what you're coming into. With one big run up out of it, but the most of it is in here. That's what you're coming into. You get over this level, 215. I think you can get to the top of this range. Tippy top, 237. Realistic, 225. Okay? Hopefully that helps. The indicators oscillators look all right to me. You just got a weekly cross up on the MACD. That's bullish. Bullish as it can be. Thank you, Minky. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, I don't know, Guppy. I vaguely I get so little time to watch. I saw that he called this, and look at that weekly. Ooh. Does it trade overnight? Not really. Very stagnant overnight. What's options like on it? Did he take a position yet, or? Man, there's a big spread on these options, Guppy, if you're playing them. Or this is pretty cheap just to get the shares. If you did a January, I don't know if I do that. Got a little spread on these, man. Not horrible, though. What are you thinking, Gup? You getting some? Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Christian. I feel you, Guppy. On Trip and what? Bull? Weeble? Seasoned? Yeah, I've not even looked at Tesla yet. I'll look at Tesla and then one more quick one on the SPY. What's the daily? Dang. What happened? Somebody took ownership of it or something? Is that what happened? Look, 1950 is it, man, this RSI went bonkers the other day. It's going to pull back. Yeah, this bottom graph is the RSI with the signal line. Jay, I got you, bro. No problem. I figure this will pull back up. I mean, it's sitting right in all this junk right here. It's got to clear. Might as well say 1950. Got to clear that. First stop 18. Got to clear 18, then 1950. It's what was there news on it? Hakeem, you're welcome, brother. Yeah, I see a pullback. I agree with that, the Hammer. I see a pullback. Because, for one, that MACD fired through the zero line. So, here's a quickie on the MACD for you guys. All right. Three parts. You have your blue line. That is the MACD. You have your orange line. That is the signal line. And you have the green and red bars. Those are called the histogram. The dead center point of the histogram lies in between the green and red bars. This is called the zero line. When the zero line is crossed, is penetrated by the MACD, a move happens. Okay? To whichever way it's pointing, whichever way it's going through it. The early signal is when the lines intersect, right here. Okay? Pardon my horrible drawing. That is the first signal. So when Trip came down, as soon as I go off this, I'm gonna show you the RSI crossed first. Right here's where the MACD crossed. When I take this off, we're gonna go back a day or two, and you're gonna see the RSI crossed. See right there. This was your signal. You see how it came and tested the signal line several times? This day, it crossed it. Now, if you bought on the RSI cross during this day here, you bought somewhere in the neighborhood of 1350. If you played this for 3 days, you went 1350 to 18, basically 1780. That ain't a bad move. That is not a bad move. There's you a quickie on the MACD. The RSI will precede the MACD. The heavier the time frame, the heavier the weight you can put on it. Now, or you can, we go back to price action, you can become the breakout trader when it crossed 16 that day. Previous highs. Just previous highs. 1610. So measuring this last move, you could get a pullback to 15, maybe even 14. What's up, Maggie? Yep, somewhere in there. It's got to cool off a little bit. When's the last time the daily? Look. We're on a daily time frame. Test yourself here. When's the last time the daily RSI crossed over 70 and stayed there very long? Back in May, it got to it. February, got to it a couple times. Late January. Then all the way back in November. So this move will absolutely cool off. Now, you want to see it back test something. Get a 1 hour here. See what we can see. What's up, girl? You got something to say? Y'all hear that motorboat running? What's up, Vineyard? All right. So yeah, I would expect a pullback on this, man. And if I was, get these previous highs here around 15, you could come back here and bounce. Makes more sense to come on back a little more though. There's a really nice area of consolidation here. You see that on the volume profile as well? Right there. Right in that neighborhood. This would be a good pullback. 14 area. 14 to 1440. Be a nice place. There you go. Hey, Josh said 1450 to 15. No, I like it. I like it, Gubby. Okay. Let's hit Tesla and then SPY right quick. So now what did oh man, look here. What did Elon do now? God. Oh, Elon. Well, there you go. It's already pulled back to 290. Look at there. Tesla 290. Thank you, Hammer. Anytime I get a level and I'm right around Josh's level, it makes me feel good. So, and I did not know Josh's level. Oh man, I can't say that. The Migulito, the Miguelito. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. All right, Tesla. Already, let's pull back to 290. Oh, right here, man. Right here. There's your support. 288.60. 289. That's why it's it's already there. 290 is where it bounced. Makes perfect sense. Do you see this consolidation here? That's where it came back to just now and bounced in the overnight session. Bottom of the shelf's 275. You can definitely get down here. Look at all those bounces. 270, yeah. 270 to 275 area. Big support. After that, it can, Tesla though, man. We can look up here in 3 weeks and it'd be at 380. So, I'm not sure what Elon did. Come on, Maggie. Come on, girl. Oh, man. Ooh, she's a big girl. All right. So, let me get rid of this. We'll go 15. Yeah. So it's already came to here, this white line. Local support 290, man. 282. Maybe even 280.50. $290, $280.50, $270. All right, there you go. That is support. I would say resistance now. Golly. I can't imagine what this is going to look like in the morning. Okay. So, I don't know if anybody was on the live with me the other day when I called this bounce on Tesla. I just want you to look at these levels that we use, guys. Pre-market highs. Right here. Right there. It's not a magical formula or anything. It's just having a little confidence in your levels. When this thing shot up like that in pre-market, it was bound to fade off. Question was, where's it going to fade off to? And this level made perfect sense for a bounce play, and that is at pre-market high. It came down, interacted with this line, and the body closed over pre-market high Here was your bounce. And this paid huge, if anybody was with me. So just playing those 4 levels: pre-market high, low, morning market high and low. Leave those on your chart all day. It plays. Now look what happens at the same exact level from previous day. Previous day high, previous day high. They're all really close, guys. Close enough for the bounce. Perfect level for a bounce. Perfect. Now we're going to come down here and consolidate some and see if we can build a base there. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. Elon decided to start his own political party. Oh, God. Really, gut? Wow. Hey, JSR04. You told me your name once. I cannot remember your name. I'm sorry. Is it Jess or something like that? So, how do I see the overnight session? It's on Weeble. When you bring up your chart on Weeble, I'll pull it up for you here. Here is Tesla. You can see where we bounced. 290 right there. You come down here and turn on nighttime mode. It's the same as going on for any of you guys that's, and I'm gonna try to do more on this, but so far I've not been able to. Let me pull this up. I'm showing everybody my emails. So Robinhood is see if I can get logged in here. Okay. I have a little bitty account started from my boy. He's been buying Tesla over in it. But if you go to Robinhood, here we go. You click on Robinhood Ledger. I'll give them this. They got the effects. So you can do different layouts. It's okay. It's way better than the phone. You can start from scratch. You can start from a template. They have several templates already picked up for you, kind of put together. There's an options trading template. It's going to show you. Let's see here if I can find Tesla. Do I have it? TSLA. There we go. It will track the overnight session for you and allow you to buy. You can't buy options, of course, but if you're trading shares on nights like this and you got a big account, I'm telling you right now, When I saw that and saw this bounce, buying at 293 and selling at 300 don't sound too bad to me. If I got a big chunk I can use, That's just on shares. I guess you can play TSLL also, right, guys? So these are, it's like an ETF for Tesla. You could have bought this at 990, maybe even cheaper. Yeah, look at that sell-off. 944, selling at 10. $1 move on a $10 stock. I love it. So Robinhood will allow you to trade overnight session. You can have all kinds of different. I think I set this chart up once. So in the future, sometime I'm going to try to do a little bit, because a lot of people have Robinhood, don't want to switch. I understand. Got what you got. So, yep. All right. Julie. I knew it was Julie. I knew that. You call it the American Party, huh? Now, South America, there are a few Americans. Patrick, I just went over my swings on APLD and serve. We charted a few things. Julie, did you have a question, or was you asking me something? Oh yeah, that was TradingView we were looking at. Now tell me this: why don't TradingView have a 24-hour session? It's the chief charting program there is, and it doesn't have a 24-hour session on it. It's stupid. It's completely stupid. You can look at futures, but you can't go look at stocks. But I can pull up Webull and look at the overnight session, or Robinhood. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. There you go, Julie. Hood stock. Apparently it's supposed to explode. Switzer, it has already exploded. Yeah. So, Hood, and I'm going to do this and spy right quick, and I got to go, guys. So, here's your daily on Hood. Now, you remember I was showing you serve a minute ago, right? The cup and handle. There you go. Cup. Here's your handle. Gone. Pull up serve here for you. See that, guys? Ladies and gents, you see that? We want that move. We'll see. From here, it could be 100%. It could be. I ain't saying it's gonna be. I said it could be. So don't sleep on that pattern. Everything's got to fall together. We'll see. See what happens. But that was. I guess I could chart Hood real fast. On the daily. It just absolutely rocketed. It's cool off time for sure. But cool off time can probably mean consolidation, Okay. Yeah, it's got enough built up here to hold. $90 would be great. There you go. $90 be a great buy. You can see it's already respected that level once, twice. If you get another pullback and you lose it, well then you could get back to 81. Between 85 and 81 or 80.50. That would be your next. Oh man. That'd be your next area of of support. So if we look at let's do the 4 hour. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's got some support up here. $90 needs to hold on Hood. Then you'd be looking between 85 and 80. Okay. Trying to catch up here. Would you sell a December 125 put on Palantir? 199 large. That is not my the hammer shares only. And you can elect to do longer dated options if you wanted to, if you're good at picking those out. Swings I mostly do shares on with a big account. So on 199 large for Palantir, I'm not good with cash secured puts and covered calls. That is not my forte. So I would defer you to Miss Mary and Airtwan and my buddy Tom over there, AR Pats. You'll see him. You can tag him like Arizona Pats fan, I think, or something like that's what it is. You tag him on Discord. That's not my forte, though. I don't know. I can't help you. Okay. Let's do SPY one more time. I think Seasoned was asking for SPY. We were looking for possible pullback to here, brother. 615. So, yeah, 619.50 down to 615 is support. If we broke that under that 619 area, we could get on down to 615. I'd like to hold these upper two bars though. That's what I would like to. That's what I'd like to get right there. Bring that on across. That's where your consolidation is right now. Hopefully that helps you, Seasoned. We lose that. We can bounce again, 611. Then it starts slipping on back. We don't really want that, but it could. So there you go. The hammer might have asked you, or might have answered your question there. 199 large. Yeah. If I knew what I was talking about with that stuff, I would be glad to help you, but it's just not. I don't do it. I don't do any of that. All right, my friends. Everybody good? We're going to get it in the morning. Make that bank. Get us a boom. We ain't leaving till we get a boom or a bang, right? I'll remind you, a couple of you had said something about signing up with my link. That would be most appreciated. I appreciate you, Kareem. My pleasure. If you go to the description in the video, thank you, Julie. Thank you, honey. If you go to the video and hit the description, you're going to see the top link is my link to the Discord. Thank you, L. Boom, baby. There you go, champ. If you would be so kind, you could either upgrade with my link or just unsubscribe from the Discord, cancel your membership through the WAP app, and you can re-sign up with mine. You get the same benefits for the same price, same everything, but it'll probably take you about 5 or 10 minutes to do. It greatly supports me, and I really appreciate everybody that does that. Ari, thank you, Letitia. Appreciate that. Thank you, Ronald. I hear you, Dahammer. I hope you have an awesome vacation, my friend. Hygienist, thank you. Thank you so much. Life with JB. Yeah, I love my cats. I love my cats. There's a Maggie over here right on the floor behind me. She's my little buddy. I've got a dog too. 3 cats and 1 dog. So I know what you mean though. Good friends. Good friends. Ari, not so much looking for puts. I'm just, you know me, I'm a level at a time. There's Dale Napper. What's up, brother? Thanks for being on, man. Michael Anthony, I don't know how to answer that question. Which other drug stocks like PFE, since more people talking about medications? PFE announced a 43-cent dividend 2 weeks ago. Which other stocks in this sector? I don't know, brother. That's not my thing. I try to stay in my wheelhouse. Yeah, I don't know about any stocks like PFE. I'm not well read on it. Not well read on it, my friend. All right. Patrick Starr, thank you. Dev, yeah. Thank you, Isaac. I can do Lulu. I gave y'all Lulu about a week and a half ago, if anybody remembers. Hi, Maggie. Okay. Now, here's your problem on Lulu, okay? Just believe... Oh, what was your name? I remember you the other day. Was it Erica? Was that you? Okay. I got 1 minute, guys. I gotta go. 11 o'clock. Lulu could press on if you start clearing 248. I gave you this level back here, somewhere in this neighborhood, 235 area or something like that. I think the very next day you got that. Is the next day or 2 days later you got that rip. Now, here's where your resistance is, right where you came up to. That's what has to be cleared for a run back towards 256, possibly to 265. Now, if you'll notice the MACD, this was a good move off its lows. You see on the, let me get the daily, I'm so sorry. On the daily, again, now, we caught this the day before it popped. the RSI came off of oversold conditions on the daily and crossed up. 1-2 days later, you got this pop on the MACD and an explosion from 235 to 250. It was a killer move. But this has a long way to go to get to the zero line on the MACD. So I think this move's about it. Liz, that was you, Liz. I'm so sorry. I remember you. I sure remember you. Thank you so much. Josh was looking for 254. Yeah. I just don't think there's enough gas in the tank to get over this resistance. I could be wrong. I think this move is about done. One, because this RSI is low. 42. It can keep going. No doubt about it. It can keep going. But the move's what I gave the other day. And Josh is more red on the company. See, it's already, you guys, it already dropped to 243 overnight. So you're back down to here. Right there. You've already give half that move up. So, it got to, I'll be waiting for 250 to break and get a good 1 hour candle over it. Okay. Yeah, I would be more leaning now towards putting out. This cross up was a pop. This was just a scalp. A swing. This was a swing. That's what that was. All right, my friends. I'm going to call it there. Again, if you hit the description, you're going to see every way you can support me. If you would love to support me, I will support you. If you want to sign up for a coaching class, this will be my last announcement. This coming Saturday, I have about 5 slots left. I think I'm going to open it up for 15 people. It will be a Webull TradingView setup class with charting. Only setting up the tools. If that's what you want on a coaching call this Saturday, you can email me and say, Mike, I just want, all we're going to do is go take you from getting the app on your desktop to setting up your charts and your the turbo options features like I do, or you can point, click, buy and sell right like that. It's very fast. It's very effective. It is made for scalp day trading options is what it's made for. So if you're interested in that, it's this coming Saturday. You got this week to tell me. Email me, say, Mike, I want in that class. If I hit 15 people, it's over. I'll do another one in 3 or 4 weeks. That way I can knock 5, 10, 15 people out at a time, and people don't have to wait as long. Now, if you're just wanting one-on-one coaching, that is looking out into August now, about 3 weeks into August. So, and that's fine too. If you don't care to wait a little while, we'll put you one on the books. Just email me. It's in the description. Webull TradingView Blowfin is in the description. If you need those apps, my links are in there. And the biggie is the Discord link. If you would like to support me, you can just cancel yours and resubscribe with mine. It's that easy. Same price, same everything, same benefits, except you get me as your support. So I appreciate you very much. I have not found a trailing stop, Dev. I've not found a trailing stop on the turbo. Yes, this Steve. If you're interested in the class, the class is 130, just like a normal coaching class. But it's going to be 2 hours instead of 1 hour. And yes, I am going to record it. Only the people that want to pay for it or whatever and be in the class will have access to that video. I feel you, Steve. I'm going to do another one in just a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. It's no big deal. You can wait and get on the next one, brother. Thank you, Zabi. Appreciate you. Yeah. Michael Anthony, you're out on me, brother. I don't. Most of those are not my forte, man. I don't look into a lot of other sectors. My main thing is day trading options with the Mag 8 really and SPY. So that's what I teach, and I can teach levels. I can teach levels with the best of them now. Myrna, I used to keep up with it a little bit. Good Lord. Down in the dumps, huh? Yeah, it had a move. Cross up here. Coming into some resistance, man. $33 to $35 is resistance up in here. It can get there though. 33 to 35. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I invest for longer than a day too, Michael. I'm just that's not what I do here though. That's not what I do here. A lot of those are things I just don't look at, brother. Myrna doesn't look too bad to me. Needs some more, coming into a little bit of resistance right here at 30.50. You got a big shelf that you're staring down at right now, though. This probably gonna get you a pullback. You just hit almost 70 on RSI. Probably get you a pullback, maybe a retrace. There's not a lot of meat on that bone, unless I don't know how the options trade on it, but there's another alternative to PFE. Yeah. Gap. Good Lord. What happened? Ooh. Hmm. $23.50. Your next break point on gap. Got to get over these back here. 23.50. 23.50, brother. Yep. My goodness. What happened to Gap? It gapped down. Yes, it did. Ooh, boy. Gap might not be horrible, huh? There's the daily look. I'll set an alert on it. Right here at the 0. If it could fire through the 0, I'll give it some love. Yep. Appreciate that, Michael. Yeah, must have been. I mean, it looks like a huge fall. It is a huge fall, but 28 to 23. You get over back over 23.50, it can get nice though, for sure. That new bill that was passed last week will be going to hurt many different sectors like solar and EV cars and green areas. True, I got you, Michael. Yeah, you're right. You're right, brother. Yep. Oh, man. Tilly's, if you like. I don't know what Tilly is. T-I-L-L. Tilly's right here. Maggie, honey, what are you doing? Oh, my God. I want you guys to look. Man. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Sorry. Oh, God. Hmm. Tilly's looks overbought to me, man. Like that's the top of it. Buying at the bottom of that shelf was the move. Right there. Bottom of this shelf. That, looky there. That's where you bounced at. That was the move. That retest of the signal line here. It's really over. It's heated, man, on the daily. It's up at 70 already. I don't want to go long on that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, shoot. Sorry, guys. I'll blame that one on Maggie. Right here was the move on Tilly's. The bottom of this shelf, this big old shelf right here. Your MACD, I mean, I ain't saying it's completely over, but the RSI is all the way up here on a daily already. Like, it's got to pull back probably now. It's a very cheap stock. I mean, this could be a big payday if it clears this stuff. 180 area. 180, it starts getting easier. I mean, look, this is where it's at down here. Golly. I'll keep this on my radar. I'll set an alert at 182. $14, $140. I got a few alerts set on it. And what was the other? Gap? Gap, man, got my piqued my interest a little bit. So it could be a big run back to 28 area. For sure. That is a you don't want to lose this 1750. Yep. That's the weekly MACD is flat, man. Looking for a move. You did get a little cross up on the RSI, so it's possible. I set a couple of alerts here. Yeah, I like it. Good said tariff would hurt future earnings. I mean, it ain't horrible looking, man. As long as it'll hold this shelf. We'll see. Yeah. Somebody had to get him a thumb down in there. Thank you, buddy. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. I appreciate it. Much love, much appreciation for everybody. I stayed on here as long as I could with everybody. I'm not sure why the thumb's down, but it's okay. I love you all. I will catch you in the morning. And hopefully we'll make a little money, okay? Yep. See y'all. Oh, Zabi. I've been on here for a long time. RXT. I don't know anything about this company. It's a penny stock, though. Oh, no. Looks like a low volume stock. I ain't crazy about this stuff, man. I don't know. It's trying to push on the RSI. Got to get over 150, 148, 150. There's nothing there. 140 could get you to 155. I don't know anything about the company, though, so not my thing. I agree, Michael. It does. Yeah, hopefully, Julie. I hope it was. Look, you changed your name. Yeah, it's all right, though. Thank you, Dale. Trudy, thank you. Thank y'all so much. Yep, Michael Anthony. I think you're right about that. I think you're right. All right, my friends. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll be live with you in the morning. See what we can get going. We'll be looking at these big boys here. Anything else piques our interest, we'll hop on it. We'll see what goes on, okay? All right. Love you. Appreciate you. Peace. Thanks, Lala.